got my goal to meet tonight, I'm going dancing. You text my phone to say you're good, don't remember asking. Up in the club with my eyes closed, I'm feeling nothing. Start off my mornings without liquor and some aspirin. I got my goal to meet tonight, I'm going dancing. You text my phone to say you're good, don't remember asking. Up in the club with my eyes closed, I'm feeling nothing. Start off my mornings without liquor and some aspirin.
I'm Porter Davis. I'm a 26-year-old R&B artist from Wellington, and I'm here to talk some shit with you guys. Fuck, going to be Prxjectk Dog, 2000s Cartoon Network era, baby. Usher, hands down, hands down. Soul Shack, bro, let's go. Oh, you got it bad, you know. Confessions, again, Usher, baby. Jerome Jordan, you know what it is. Oh, Star Wars, all of them, doesn't matter.
Hello there.
Shit, Michael Jordan, go. Aquaman. Just be yourself. Don't fake it, just be yourself. So it's going back to for 2014, 2015 days, like early SoundCloud days for us. Me and my good mate Jerome Jordan, who's my producer and all that, we pretty much started just making random, I don't even know what kind of beats you'd call it, but just spacey type. And then our mate Sven Mercer owned a shop back in Kapiti, and we had a little studio set up in the back, like little PS2 days and all that. Yeah, and we'll just make bullshit music. And then Jerome Jordan sort of hopped on some tracks for Chris Travis, produced some tracks for Young Naga, aka, fuck, what's his name? What's the bro's name? Tag Shy, Australian artist. And then the GOAT, Young Dean as well, he did some SoundCloud tracks for them. So it all started on those days, SoundCloud days. We moved into Wellington, and then we sort of just got our groove on. Slowly made our sound, so we're now currently making R&B, but we touch base on all genres. But yeah, that's how it all started, just in a little studio set up in the back of a shop. Always. Back in the early days of college, I was a barbershop singer. Shout out to all the quartets out there, choir and all that. But it took me a while. It took me a while just to really find my singing voice when recording, because I sort of felt real self-conscious. But now that I'm fully out there, I just don't give a fuck really. I don't care what people think. So if I sound shit, fuck, I sound shit. But as long as the boys have got me, I don't really care. So. For sure. Number one, obviously Usher. I don't know, obviously first of all, the vocals are just next level. I could never dream of having vocals like that. But then also his storytelling. Obviously he's done some naughty stuff, but just the way he's able to tell it the way that he does. It makes you feel like that you're in that situation even though you've never done anything that he's done. So Usher takes number one. And then I guess one of the recent ones is just Bryson Tiller. Again, vocals just insane. And storytelling again, not so much on the naughty side, but just the way he writes about just pain and love and everything that he's been through as well. It definitely relates to the stuff that I write about. But yeah, those are probably the top twos for me growing up, for sure. I reckon there is. It depends on what kind of underground you're talking about. Back in the day, whenever you said you were a music artist in an area like this, people would automatically think SoundCloud artists. There's that whole negative stigma with that. But even in those times, like we're more than like just SoundCloud artists, you know, like we're making, some of us make stuff to turn up, you know, that's completely fine. But then some of us are genuinely, you know, writing our hearts out, as cheesy as that sounds. Like we're actually putting things that we've experienced into our own words. And I think that's what people they can't separate the two. They just think, oh, yo, underground, lit music, just random lyrics, getting the crowd pumped up for like a bass line. But then a lot of artists genuinely just want to make good music. For sure. I mean, growing up in a Samoan household, it's R&B and Samoan tunes, you know. So that's pretty much all I knew growing up. So yeah, definitely R&B is like the main thing for me. I definitely haven't reached like my full potential in that genre though. I feel like we've only just tapped into it now, and everything that we're making from this point onwards will only get closer to that point that I want to be at in that genre. But yeah, you know, like we obviously, when we first started making music, it was that like SoundCloudy, like robot, heavily auto-tuned stuff, especially because obviously I wasn't confident in singing. But then the more we started recording and all that, the more I came out of my shell, and the more I was like just happy to just say fuck it and just start actually singing again. So yeah, R&B is the number one thing for me, for sure. I mean, there's definitely elements with hip hop and what we do. At the end of the day, just my strength is R&B and singing. Like I'll still experiment with other things, but I sort of want to stick to what I'm good at, you know. Unless something else comes up, I'm happy to open up to that and embrace that. But for now, it's just R&B through and through. Honestly, I wouldn't do anything different, because where I started that's what got me here. I mean, if anything, I probably would have just sacked up and started singing earlier on. But it's all a part of growth, and I guess that's why I'm here, because I went through all of that shitty shit to get where I am now. So I wouldn't change anything really. Bro, so it was just like 8 Mile. I'm not even joking either. Like we get there, early sound check. They didn't even let us sound check. Everyone else got sound check, so I was like, okay, cool. It's our first show. Don't really know what's happening. Then like people start slowly coming in. You know, there's like a DJ doing his thing just to open up. And then like at this point, we're already like we had a few pre-drinks, and I'm feeling myself a little bit, but then there's that like yuck gut feeling. And then just as everything, because like we were the first people up, so just as before everything was about to kick off, I went to the back bathroom in Valhalla, and honestly I just felt like I was Eminem in that moment, bro. I was leaning over the counter, I was looking at myself and I was freaking out, bro. I was like shaking. I was like, oh fuck, am I gonna vomit? No, I'm not gonna vomit. And then legit, someone knocked on the door, I was like, yo, you're on, bro. And I was like, oh fuck, here we go. And as soon as I stepped out of that door, I don't know, like Porter Davis just like took over, bro. All the nerves went. I walked through the crowd, walked up on stage, our music started playing, and as soon as I heard the music start playing, I was like, oh yo, it just feels like home vibes, like we're back in the home studio. And then it always makes it easier when the crowd's energy matches your energy. Yeah, it was definitely a moment I'm gonna remember forever. That first show feeling, nothing like it, bro, nothing like it. I mean, pretty much everything I've touched base on before. Just like, if it's what you want to do, it's what you want to do. It's not what anyone else wants you to do. No one else can tell you anything else, you know? If you want to sing, just sing. If it's everything that you know, just fucking do it. Otherwise you're going to be like the rest of us and be like, oh, I should have started sooner. Because at the end of the day, the only person that matters is you. Like, you're the only one that can make what you want to make. So the sooner you start that, the sooner you can like perfect your craft, the sooner you can start doing even more shit that you want to do. So honestly, yeah, just sack up and do it. Because the only opinion that matters at the end of the day is your own.
I got my goal to meet tonight, I'm going dancing. You text my phone to say you're good, don't remember asking. Up in the club with my eyes closed, I'm feeling nothing. Start off my mornings without liquor and some aspirin. I got my goal to meet tonight, I'm going dancing. You